Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thandokazi Ikedinobi, e-learning specialist at CUTL. Today we're going to be displaying how the Turnitin plagiarism software works in order to assist us detect the plagiarism or the copying or cheating that is properly done by the students on their assignments or papers. In order for you to be able to access your account, you need to email the e-learning unit and send an email to the e-learning unit requesting for us to create an account for you. So the administrator from our side will be able to create the account for the lecturers as an instructor. After that account has been created, you will receive an email from Turnitin with the instructions on how to create your password in your account. After you've done that, you will come to the turnitin.com and then you will click on the login button in order for you to log into your account. Then you click on the email address, which is your username, and then the password that you have created. To type in the password that you have created, and then you click on the login button. Once you click on the login button, you will come to this stage where you will have or see classes. But if you don't have a class, you must now create a class as an instructor so that you will be able to create an assignment for your students to submit their work. How do you create a class? You click on the button Add Class, and then the class type, follow the class settings, fill in the class settings there. The class type, we leave it at standard. You give the class name training, and then you write the enrollment key, any number, and then you choose the subjects of this. In my case, I will choose engineering. You can add as many subject areas, it depends. And then you choose the level of students that you are creating this class for. Is it undergraduate, postgraduate, and all the stuff? I click the undergrad. And then the class date, start date, is when you are creating your class. And then the end date, when your class will be finishing. So mine, I will finish it in the December. So you click on the calendar, you select the month, which is December, and then you select the date that you want the class to end for all the submissions by these students. And then you click on the submit button. Once you click on the submit button, this message will pop up indicating that the class has been created. Now, for your students to be able to enroll themselves onto the class, you will send this class ID and that enrollment key. So you will have to give these two unique class IDs to your students. These are generated by the system, so you will have to give them these unique IDs so that they can be able to enroll themselves into your class in order for the students to submit their assignments. So now there is the class training is created. Then inside the class, you need to create an assignment. So you will click on the class name training. It will come to this stage where you will be able to now add assignment in order for the students to submit their work on. You click on the button that says add assignment. When you click on that add assignment button, assignment settings will appear that will allow you to choose the options or the settings that you want for this particular assignment that you are creating. So the assignment window is still running. When it's done, it will pop up so that we can be able to capture in or to create the settings or set the settings for the assignment that we are creating. There is the assignment window. You will write the assignment name. Mine, it can be testing assignment. The mark, it's optional. You allow only the file types that Turnitin can check for similarity. For example, when the students are submitting images, Turnitin cannot be able to detect the image for plagiarism. The screenshots, the PDFs cannot be able to be detected. The forms, they also cannot be able to be detected to check for the similarities. So you allow only the file types that can be detected to check the similarities. The start date, you set your start date of your assignment, and then you set the due date. And then the post date, that is when your students will be able to view the feedback. So after the due date or on the due date, it can still be the same. It depends on you when the students can be able to view the feedback from you. And then you click on the optional settings. The optional settings, if you want to write some special instructions about the assignment, you can be able to do that. You are now able to change or to make these settings according to your own assignment needs. You allow the submissions after the due date, yes or no. You can click no. Similar report, do you want it to be generated for submissions? Yes. The generate submission report for the student submissions, you click on this drop down arrow. There are three options. Immediately, the first report is final, or immediately it can override the reports until the due date or on the due date. In this part, we leave it at immediately can override reports until the due date, which means now the students are able, the similarity report will be generated when the student is submitting. So the student can go and amend and submit again until the due date. So you will leave it like that. So the students can be able to receive similar reports when they are submitting. And then do you want to exclude bibliographies? You choose the codes, you choose, and all the stuff. All this you choose yourself. You want to allow the students to see similar report? Yes, allow them to see so that they can be able to go and amend and submit again. And then the submit paper to, where do you want to submit this paper to? You choose the repository there. There are 4 options: the standard paper, institution, student choice, and no repository. The standard paper, that is when all the Turnitin has access to. The repository where Turnitin has access to, it is called the standard paper. The institutional is the repository of the institution. For example, when they submit, the plagiarism check will only be checked on the institution repository. No repository, that means this paper will not be checked for plagiarism. So we leave it at standard paper repository so that the paper can be checked in all options of those repositories. Same as here. And then we leave the online grading. That is when you are launching your rubric. You can upload your rubric here if you have a rubric for an assignment. And then the grammar, you want to check the grammar, yes. And then on the grammar, we use both the US and the UK English, and then you activate all those categories, or you activate the ones that you want to be enabled to check on the grammar. The last button will be the submit key. Now, under the submit key, there is your assignment. It has been created. Now, there is a second tab. It says student there. Firstly, remember that you are sending the class ID and the enrollment key to the students so that they can be able to enroll themselves into the class. But in this in this button, you are also able to add the students into your class. That will mean now you will have to have their first name, last name, and their email, and then you enroll them into your class. Secondly, you are also able to upload the student list. That means now when you upload the student list, you must have the list created in an Excel format or in a plain text. So in an Excel format, it must be the first name, the last name, and the email address. And then you upload that file for the students. So you can also be able to enroll the students into your class as well, besides giving them the enrollment key and then the class ID to enroll themselves. Now, if you want to submit an assignment, you will click on the View button. From the View button, you will click on Submit File. When you click on Submit File, you will type in your first name, you will type in your last name, and then you will type in the submission title. Testing. And then you click on Browse so that you choose from the My Computer so that you can select the paper that you want to submit or the assignment that you want to submit. And then after that, you click on Upload. So it will upload that your paper that you want to be checked for plagiarism. It shows you all the status of the paper. and then you click on confirm. After you've clicked on confirmed, you are able now to go to your assignment box so that you view the similarity report. You can click on the refresh button here so that you can see the similarity reports. So there is the similarity percentage that has been detected by the system. So you will click on that a similarity box to be able to know, or 39%, you'll be able to know the percentages of, the details of this 39%, where it is coming from. So there is the 39%. It is determining 1 in this, 2 and that, and then 3 is coming from that. So here is your report, full report, that will indicate all this has been flagged. So if you want the grammar, that is the ETS, you are able now also as well from here to load the errator feedback, where it will show you all the grammar that has been created or detected as per the system. And then after that, there is this star, which is settings button. When you click on it, it allows you to download. When you click on download, because you need to download this report so that the student can get the report and then go and amend, or you download for your marking and analysis purposes as well. To download that, you need to click on current view so that it downloads the actual paper with plagiarism, with a similarity report, and then it tells you where these similarities are coming from. So when it is downloading that, it comes as a PDF file, where that PDF file, there is the PDF file. So that is the PDF file of this document that you have checked the plagiarism. So all those, it is showing them there where the plagiarism has been detected, or the report similarities have been detected. When you go down, it stipulates each, as the similarity index is 39%, it stipulates on where and which particular paper or a resource where that 39% or 33% is coming from. So this is how you download the similarity report. So you can save this report and give it to your student. Also, on that same download, you are able also to download the digital receipt. The digital receipt, which allows you as well in a PDF format, that is now, it indicates on what happened when you have done this plagiarism check. So it's now a sort of a receipt indicating when and how the paper was sent for this for the Turnitin plagiarism check. So it details the paper and everything that was submitted, and the due date and the date when it was submitted, together with the document of that submission. So even this digital report or digital receipt, you can be able to also send it to your student. So that is how you are making or downloading these papers or these similarity reports for your students, or even for yourself if you want to check. So now the student can go back, analyze the report, go and rewrite and resubmit again, as the setting is saying that they can submit up until the due date. So whenever they submit again, this 39 will be overwritten with the current submission that has been amended by the student, and then it will give us a different percentage. Then we can keep on checking up until we reach the actual or the normal percentages that we are accepting, which is below 20%. These are the steps, colleagues, on how we use Turnitin plagiarism software. I thank you.